And the Reds going to have all the time in the world to enjoy the Chicago nightlife this weekend. 4 straight afternoon affairs with the Cubs. It's the Reds' longest stretch of day games all season long. The wind blowing out at Wrigley Field. And when the wind's a-blowing, crazy things happen, like both managers getting ejected for arguing. Reds scored twice in the first. The hot-hitting Sean Casey, batting .400, goes opposite way into the left field corner. That's scores Juan Castro. The Reds drive in 2 more in the third. Willie Mopena, broken bat single up the middle, brings in Adam Dunn. Reds on top, 4-1. But the Cubs tied in the bottom of the third. First Moises Alou, then Aramis Ramirez. Back-to-back jacks. It's 4-all. But, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Not only are the bats hot, but the gloves as well. Corey Patterson's bunt attempt turns into Ryan Friel's great defensive play, making the snag. Check it out once again, up close and personal. Oh, and with 1 on in the 6th, D'Angelo Jimenez bangs his first homer this season. 2-run blast. Reds go back on top 6-4. Now just 2 batters later, Ken Griffey Jr. Watch him pause to look at his own shot. That's also a 2-run blast to left center. Reds on top 8-4. But in the 8th, the bullpen falls apart for the second straight game. Todd Jones serves up the home run pitch to Todd Hollinsworth, and it's now 10-9. Then in the 9th, Sammy Sosa looking for career home run number 512, tying Ernie Banks for the Cubs team record. Danny Graves obliges. Solo shot. We're tied 10 apiece. Next batter facing Graves, Moises Alou. Here's Marty Brenneman on WLW.
Swung on, ball game is over. Back-to-back home runs. First Sosa and now Alou. And what a comeback by the Chicago Cubs. And for the second day in a row, a big-time bummer for the Cincinnati bullpen.
Danny Graves' first blown save in 5 chances earns the Reds a heartbreaking 11-10 defeat. Hey, they're back at it tomorrow. 2:20 first pitch from Wrigleyville. A rematch of opening day. Corey Lytle facing Kerry Wood for the second time this season. The game will be televised locally on Fox Sports Net. We'll have all the highlights for you tomorrow night on Local 12 at 6 and 11.
Thursday, the Reds blew a 4-run lead. Yesterday, a 5-run lead. And today, they had to face Kerry Wood. After getting thrown out yesterday, Dave Miley was back in the Reds' dugout. Ump C.B. Buckner shifted from home to third, but that didn't eliminate controversy. Corey Lytle was the Reds starter. He got into a jam in the first, but with the bases loaded and 1 out, Aramis Ramirez grounded one to Ryan Friel, and he turned the third to first double play. The Reds were facing Kerry Wood, 12-2 against Cincinnati going in and looking sharp early. The game was scoreless until the 6th inning. That's when the Cubs broke through against Lytle. After a bloop RBI single by Moises Alou, he came home on the grounder by Derek Lee. The Cubs had a 2-0 lead. But in the top of the 7th inning, Adam Dunn broke up the shutout by crushing one into the wind off Wood. His 5th home run of the year. They've all been solo shots, accounting for all 5 of his runs batted in. It was the only home run all day. That's right, throw it back. Then in the 8th, with a tying run at third, Ken Griffey Jr. stepped to the plate and ripped what looked like a game-tying hit, but Alou made a spectacular backhanded catch to keep the Reds behind by 1. To the 9th, after a leadoff single by Sean Casey, Adam Dunn walked on a borderline 3-2 pitch. Wood didn't like the call from home plate ump Eric Cooper and let him hear about it. After Ryan Friel laid down a sacrifice bunt to move the runners to second and third, Jason LaRue, 1 for 20 in his career against Kerry Wood, came through with a huge sacrifice fly to left to score pinch runner Jose Castro. Check that, Juan Castro. That tied the game at 2. Dusty Baker left Wood in to face Willie Mopena, and this was the last of his 131 pitches. Line to right for a clutch double, bringing home Adam Dunn with a go-ahead run. Wood was pulled at that point, but not before screaming profanities and bumping the umpire. That could lead to a suspension. For the second straight day, the cleanup crew is needed near the bleachers. Danny Graves was called on to protect the 1-run lead and bounced back nicely from yesterday's disaster by getting the final 3 outs for his 4th save in 5 tries. The Reds even the series at a game apiece, beating the Cubbies 3-2. Game 3 of the 4-game series is tomorrow at 2:20. Paul Wilson will look to open the season with his 3rd straight win, and 4-time Cy Young Award winner Greg Maddux will try to avoid his 3rd straight loss. They squared off in the 2nd game of the year. The Reds won 3-1.
Reds pitcher Todd Van Poppel was the only player in the majors on an opening day roster who had not gotten into a game yet this season. Today, he finally got his chance on the mound, giving up a run in 1 2/3 innings. Van Poppel's ERA now stands at 5.40, and yet 4 other pitchers appearing in today's game against the Cubs come out with worse numbers. Let's go to Wrigley. Wind gusting out 30 miles per hour. Top 1, Adam Dunn gets home run derby started with a 3-run blast off Greg Maddux. That's number 6 of the season for Dunn. Oh yeah, doing a little hop there. Bottom 1, Sammy Sosa gets one back. The solo homer off Paul Wilson pushes him past Ernie Banks as the Cubs career leader with 513. Next inning, Paul Bacco singles up the middle into center. Alex Gonzalez tries to score. Here comes Junior's throw. It hits off the mound, an awkward bounce, and it's now 3-2 Reds. Bottom 3, Sosa homers off Wilson again. This one a line drive to left, his 64th career multi-homer game. Top 4 now, Friel counters, another homer to left, his first of the season. Maddux gives up 3 homers in 6 innings of work. Now with Jason LaRue on first, Willie Mopena to right center, Sosa takes a bad angle and can't get to it. That's an RBI triple, and it's now 5-3. Bottom 5, Moises Alou leaves little doubt on this one. Well out of the park. Alou, 5 homers in 5 games. Still in the 5th, now tied 5 apiece. Runners on the corners, 2 out for Todd Walker. The fly ball to the right corner, the wind plays tricks. It falls in, Cubs go up 7-5. Top 6, Austin Kern's first ever pinch hit home run, 2-run blast, second of the year, we're tied 7-all. Bottom 6, Todd Van Poppel comes in. Sammy Bidden for extra bases in right center, but Junior with the diving catch. Oh, that is a beauty. Next batter is Alou to center. This time Junior misjudges the ball. It sails over his head. Alou gets credit for a triple on the play. No error, but wait, Junior has another adventure still in the 6th. Aramis Ramirez drives another to deep right center. Junior can't get to it. Alou scores easily. Cubs on top 8-7. 1 of 5 lead changes. Top 7 now, facing Kent Merker, the former Red. Adam Dunn pops one up, flips his bat in disgust, but the wind catches it and carries it into the shrubbery in center. Second of the game for Dunn, 9-8 Reds. Bottom 7, Corey Patterson rips the Phil Norton pitch to right center. By the time Friel gets to it, Walker's on his way to scoring. The D'Angelo Jimenez relay is terrible. Cubs tie it up at 9. Bottom 9 now. Todd Jones runs into problems. Todd Hollingsworth on first. The bloop to left falls between Barry Larkin and Dunn, but Hollingsworth gets greedy going to third. Dunn throws a strike to Juan Castro. Cubs blow a chance to win it. Top 10, Joe Borowski gets the fly ball to right from Friel, but Sammy Sosa has problems with the wind and the sun. It falls in front of him. Borowski has control problems, walking Javier Valentin on 4 pitches, 2 on for Juan Castro, crushes the pitch to left center, kicks past Patterson on the ricochet. Friel and Valentin score, give Castro the triple. Reds go up 11-9. Danny Graves gives up 1 in the bottom half of the inning and gets Derek Lee to line out to end the ball game. That's Graves' 6th save as the Reds hold on 11-10.
Here in Chicago, the winds blows a lot. So today was blowing out, and seems like every ball hits in the air. They scare a little bit, but the good thing we have the victory.
Now the Reds and Cubs wrap up their 4-game tilt tomorrow, 2:20. Jimmy Haynes may need a good start to save his spot in the rotation. Brandon Clausen has been lights out in Louisville. The Cubs counter with Matt Clement, who has already lost once to the Reds this year. By the way, Brandon Larson homered for the River Bats.
Afternoon affair for the Reds today in Wrigley Field, which is usually a Cubby thing, but this is the Reds' 8th straight day game. That's the longest such stretch for them in 42 years. Good day for chicken in Chi-Town. Started out well for the Reds. Adam Dunn still swinging a hot bat. Shot to right in the first. And Junior is running like he's healthy and sliding like it. 1-0 Cincy. Cubs take the lead for good in the second. 3-2 pitch. Corey Patterson right down the middle. Alex Gonzalez scores. Michael Barrett scores. 2-1 Cubbies. And then in the 5th, Aramis Ramirez. He was just leaving the friendly bounce line. Solo shot off Jimmy Haynes. Haynes 5 innings, 3 runs. He would leave down 3-1. And Clement cruising. He retired 11 in a row, 15 of 16 at one point. Junior struck out 3 times. Clement with 6 Ks, 6 1/3 innings. And then Ryan Wagner comes in and the wheels fell off. Records no outs, but kindly serves up the Grand Slam breakfast to Derek Lee. And the Cubs win at 8-1. Reds back home for a brief 3-game homestand tomorrow against the Braves.
Doesn't Wrigley look fun?
I mean, it is fun, yeah, as you know.
What a great weekend.
And they're having an awful lot of fun this year with that,
Yeah.
with the hype being about the Chicago Cubbies.
Thanks, Brad.
This is the year, they say.
That's what they say.
We'll see.